I grow up, coach? What are you gonna be when you grow up? Hi guys! I'm here with Lucille, my new pink ukulele, and we are on our way to my very first ukulele lesson, and I'm so excited. I booked it the end of last week, and I've just been looking forward to it all week, and I woke up this morning and I'm like, ukulele lesson day! And it's been so exciting that now that like I'm about to walk out the door, I'm like, oh my god, it's brought up all these different thoughts and ways of thinking about a new hobby and investing in yourself and how creativity comes into your life. And it made me think of the last time I really invested in something I was interested in. I'm about to say pursuing, but I don't want to say pursuing because I'm not necessarily going to leave coaching to be a ukulele player. And of course, I see the ukulele being part of my business and making songs. And if you think Just Swift and I are not putting together the Declaration of the Ukes, you are totally mistaken and crazy, because obviously that has to happen for a lot of different reasons, not just the pun, but mainly the pun. So while this could play into my business, it's been a really long time since I've invested my money in something that's not business related, and something that's not a seminar or conference or, anything I spend money on for my business, my virtual assistant, my PR person, blah, 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 blah. And I started thinking about how probably the last thing I really invested in, just for the fun of it, just for wanting to learn it, just because I enjoyed doing it, was probably kickboxing lessons that I bartered for, oh my gosh, 2 years ago now, which were so cool and so great. But because I didn't have to necessarily put my money where my mouth was, at least it didn't feel like it did, I don't want to say it doesn't count, but it kind of didn't count. And I did it because I loved it, not because, okay, it counts. I did it because I just really enjoy kickboxing and punching things or pretending to punch things, and it was the way I really got out a lot of my aggression at the time, bettering cheaper than therapy. But since then, I mean, that's a long time. So it was really big for me to start thinking about the ukulele and thinking about, I don't know why I was drawn to it, but something about the ukulele kept kind of calling my name, and I thought it would just be really fun. It's really fun. And I think as grown-ups, we don't let ourselves do things that are just really fun. There always has to be an end to the means. There always has to be a reason. There always has to be, I'm doing this because of a good enough reason, and enough, I find over and over again, to be one of those words that people use a lot, but they don't really know what it means. There's not really a definition for it. So I'm really proud of myself, and I'm really excited that I, allowed myself to purchase a ukulele, and yes, a $30 price tag didn't hurt, and just being like, you know what, I'm gonna try it out, it's $30, what could I lose? And picking it up myself and learning how to tune the ukulele and learning some chords. I even learned a whole song, and realizing that, I was lacking in knowing how to hold the ukulele in strumming. I didn't know these basic things, and so I think normally I just be like, oh, I don't want to spend the money, I don't want to, it's not important, it's not necessary, there's no need or purpose for it. And finally, I just kind of went, it would be so great to give myself this hour every week for a lesson, and to really learn how to play this thing and see what happens when I do. I think it's also really scary for me, and therefore that's why it was even more important to put myself back in like a performance hobby, because you guys, it's been a really long time since I've performed in this way, since I've sang, since I did something in a performance aspect, and I've been used to getting my creative expression out through writing and through doing like my Right Brain Business Plan and like this sort of stuff, that I've chickened out on performing, and I miss it to the point where I think about it and I get choked up and I want to cry. And so I need to get myself, I want to get myself back to that because I'm sick of having that not be part of my life anymore. And the ukulele and Lucille is something that I feel like I could do for myself on my own time. And yes, I could go perform on stage, or I could perform for you guys, or there are a myriad of different things to do with it, but it'll allow me to sing. And I think that is to apply it to a general rule. Don't discount what you feel you need to do and make excuses as to why it's not important or why it's not your thing any longer. And let yourself have fun. Give yourself permission for having it be enough just because it's fun and it feeds you in some way. I'm giving myself permission to do that with this ukulele and with the lessons that I set up. And I promise I will share with you my progress and being bad, because seriously, I think I'm not going to be very good for a while, but you know me, that doesn't stop me. So I hope that this could encourage you to take away that same lesson and give yourself that permission, and go, when you stop this video, take 15 minutes for yourself to just do something fun. Just because you like doing it, not because it's the purpose of your life or it's gonna make you money, blah, blah, blah. Just do it for you. So go, I'm gonna stop talking now. Go do it! Hooray! Bye! So I've had my lesson, and I wasn't planning on coming back and doing anything, but I feel like I kind of have to, because I want to show you guys that even when you're new at something, you could still put yourself out there, even if things aren't perfect, or even if you don't know quite yet exactly what you're doing. So yes, I'm making an example of myself, which is what I signed up for by being the When I Grow Up coach. And I'm just gonna do this, and take whatever mistakes I make, I'm gonna leave in. I'm not gonna edit anything. So please use this as encouragement to not let perfectionism get in your way of starting something or putting yourself out there or working on something. That's hopefully the lesson it will give to you. Otherwise, I'm just embarrassing myself. So here we go. Okay, pressure's on. Is this right? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung down my head and I cried. That's a big finish. Big finish. That's pretty good. And when I grow up, coach, what are you gonna be when you grow up? That was amazeballs.